This is problem number 2 from section 1.5. And this problem, it says, write the radicals, assume that all variables represent positive real numbers. So it wants us to take this and write this in a radical form. They give us a fractional exponent, and they want us to write it as a radical. First thing we're going to do is we're going to say that this equals, we're going to split this into a power to a power. So we have 4y to the 4th plus x to the 4th. But this is now to the, if I split 2/3, I get 1/3, and then I'd also get times 2. So I'm going to split this to this to the 1/3 power, all to the 2nd power. And power to a power rules, if you remember those, if you have a power to a power, you multiply the powers to get 2/3. So this is just working backwards and splitting that exponent. Now, what does it mean to be to the 1/3 power? Well, that means that we have a cube root. So I can now write that as cube root of what's on the inside, which is 4y to the 4th plus x to the 4th. And all this is being squared. And this would be the solution for this problem because now we've written it into radical form. But what if we, this is another option, what if we, instead of did 1/3 to the 2nd power, what if we would have split that to 4y to the 4th plus x to the 4th, and this time we go to the 2nd power, and then on the outside we go to the 1/3 power. Well, either way, it's still 2/3 power, correct? So I'm now going to write that as radical, because I have a to the 3rd power on the outside, so I have cube root. So we're going to do a cube root of what's on the inside, which is 4y to the 4th plus x to the 4th squared. So these are actually the exact same, these two here. So if you cube root something and then square it, or you square it and then cube root it, you get the same solutions. One way to figure this out, or one way to think about this, would be to, let's take 64 for an example. So let's do, we'll do 8 squared. So let's say we take 8 squared and then we cube it. And then instead we do the cube root. So we'll do cube root of 8 and then square it. So we're doing these exact opposite. If you square 8, that's 64. The cube root of 64 is 4. And then if you cube root 8, 8 is 2. The cube root of 8 is 2. Then you square it, you also get 4. So they're the exact same. So these two things are the exact same, two different ways to do the same problem.